like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the high.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the high gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Hired Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? So, let's get into it. First, let's talk about WrestlePalooza happening, right? So, I think what they should have did with this is wait. Not jump the gun for this pay-per-view, right? I mean, not even the pay-per-view. Like the deal with Peacock they had with Peacock, like they jumped the gun because now, like you have to have the app just to watch it, right? Because at first it was supposed to be that Xfinity and YouTube TV. If you had that, you didn't have to buy it because you got ESPN, right? Now, since ESPN or Disney don't have the deals in place, like you gotta have the app for this pay per view. So, like that's kind of crazy to me. I mean. And I say it's not the pay per view because honestly, it's not the pay per view. It's because the pay per view looks better than the WrestleMania pay per view. I mean, less matches, of course, and they want to make this a year round thing, but you have to you have to think or know that. For this to matter, you need people, not just the card. Like you need an audience, and not everybody's gonna buy the app for $30 a month. Now, if it was $19.99, if it was $9.99, like everything else has been, when it comes to wrestling pay-per-views, for the past decade or two, people will buy it. Like. People would be more willing to buy it. Now, I'm not saying people not going to buy this pay-per-view. I mean, like buy the app just to watch it. I mean, because here's the thing. If it was less money, that'll be my app. I would cancel I would cancel my HBO stuff. I would cancel. Hell, I ain't cancel Peacock. Just to get this app, but it's $30. So no matter what, I'm not fighting with the wife for this one here. Like I'm not. Like I'm not gonna sacrifice my situation, my happiness. Fighting about an app and the price of an app for $30, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Nah. Like today and not today. This Saturday will be the first test of me seeing if I can watch it somewhere else. Cause I can't. Nah. But the card looks good. The card looks reasonable. I wish they had 2 more matches on there? Yeah. don't get me wrong. I don't need I don't need a what's the word for it? I don't need a 10 match card. I don't. I don't. I need a 6-to-7 ratio of matches. I do. I don't need every match to be a title match. I don't. I don't. We can sprinkle in Anderson Black versus Damian Priest on that card. We can sprinkle in Dom with AJ on that card. I mean, even though that would be a title match, but I don't need a title match. I don't need every match to be a title match for me to be happy. I need balance. I don't need every match to be a tag match. I don't need every match to be a single match. I just need balance in this card. I need more than five matches. I do. Like 3 hours for 5 matches is crazy to me. But 3 hours for 12 matches is crazy to me too. I need a balance. I need 6 to 7 matches on the card, and I'm good. But saying that, I'm good with this card. Now, am I good enough to make Brock Lesnar versus John Cena the main event? No. And don't get me wrong, right? This ain't no John hate or even Brock Lesnar hate. Right? This is a performance situation. Now, more on Brock than John Cena, because John Cena has proven to me with his last 3 matches, that he can still go. He can still put on a good match with certain or select people. The Sammy versus John Cena was a good match. The Cody versus John Cena, the second one was a great match. The Logan Paul and John Cena was a great match. So it ain't the John part of it. Well, it's 30 John, 80 Brock, because like Brock hasn't wrestled in damn near 2 years. So what am I getting? Can he? Listen, I know he can do a suplex, and I know he can do an F5. All right, with his eyes closed. So I know that's not the issue here. All right, I just need and don't hurt John. Don't hurt John. This is the things I'm worried about here. Is I need John to get through these last 6 dates healthy. I need John to be okay after this Brock Lesnar match. Now, this might not even be the last match with Brock. So there's that too. But again, I think I'd rather see AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky as the main event. But they won't do that unless there's a big ending towards it. Right? They won't do that unless it's a big ending towards it. So the John versus Brock. Listen, I mean, I'd rather see Cody versus Drew, and I don't even think that's gonna be the end of that match. Yeah, I mean, even when Cody wins, that's not gonna be over with. That's not, because the end game is to make you champ. That's the end game, because we're not gonna get another 100 days of Cody being champ. At least not this run. Like Cody being champ was to get the belt off John as fast as possible. Because John wasn't going to be champ the whole 9 yards, especially when he turned back babyface, right? Because then the goal is not for him to walk away with the belt at the end of the game. At the end of the day, like it's not the goal anymore. He's a face now. It doesn't matter. Now he's still calling himself the last real champion, which is whatever. Which is whatever on that part. You know, I don't agree with that. Like I don't agree that he's the last real champion. Nah, that's taking the shade at Cody then. You know, especially when John's part time. Now, if John wasn't part time, and we were doing this, it's different. It's different then, right? Right? Or we're not sitting here debating this then. Oh, I mean, if John was full time, we wouldn't be having this discussion about him having 6-point dates. Alright, he's still doing, but he can't keep doing this and doing movies at the same time. And movies making more money. Movies making way more money. That's why The Rock does what he does. Right? That's why Batista does what he does, right? Right? So there's that. That's why Cody's doing movies now. Right? Right? So like it's not that that it's just John can't go anymore. No. John wants to bow out because he wants to keep making movies and not worry about the schedule. And I can understand certain things because of the fact that I can understand where he's coming from now a whole lot more now because of certain things, right? I can understand that he just doesn't want to do this anymore, right? Right? Like I can understand because of the fact that like he is doing he's doing movies still right now, and he's wrestling. He's just not doing a job. He's wrestling. He's taking the bumps. He's actually wrestling. He's not worried about getting hurt. Alright? Because 9 times out of 10, like before, we would have to worry about him getting hurt. Right? So kudos to him. Kudos to him. And I agree with him making this his final hurrah. Now, you know, we still don't know who will be his last opponent. See, I see because they done did everything besides AJ versus him. All right, they haven't done the AJ thing. All right, which I will be cool with. I would be cool. I would be cool with AJ being his last opponent. I don't because he can't do Edge. Right, because Edge, honestly, Edge would be his Edge or Orton would be his last opponent to me. Right, Edge or Orton. What he can't do, he already did Orton, so that can't be a thing. And Edge can't do it because of the fact he's in AEW. Speaking of AEW, they got a pay-per-view coming up pretty soon too. I'm gonna watch that first because you know. AEW has shift. They have shift to not going head to head with WWE, which is a smart situation. Which is the right call. Should have did it sooner. Alright? Should have did it sooner because of fact here's the thing. He did this so last minute that some people should be mad at him. I mean, some fans are mad at him because of the fact that he did this so last minute that you know some people may can go to the now the fans can get a refund. Yeah, but just to change this last minute, mess up some plans. Now, again, it's the right call. It's the right call because are you gonna lose sicko fans for AEW, no, nothing's gonna change their mind about watching AEW. Right now, you got fans like me who, you know, I don't want to say I'm a mark for WWE because I can criticize the E when they do it wrong, right? And not every show they do is great to me or good to me. Sometimes it's mid. Sometimes it's a bad show. Or you know, I'm not gonna sit here and not criticize them, right? But fans like me, I'm gonna watch the E over AEW. I'm gonna watch the E over TNA. I'm gonna watch the E over New Japan. So, like, yes, if they going head to head, I'm gonna watch the E, and then I hear about AEW. But now that they switch things up, I can actually watch. I can actually watch AEW. All right, at this time, and then lead into WWE. I got to see if I can still watch WWE. This would be this to be the test of me, because I know I can watch AEW. And speaking of thing, another thing about AEW. All right, let me say this about. So we've been waiting for years, right, for them to get a TV deal, or not a TV deal. We've been waiting for years, like at least 2 years for them, or 3, to put their pay-per-views on HBO, right? The app, right? Because we thought they would do what the E did with Peacock, and it's to be less. It'd be less because it'd be on HBO and we already HBO, but we get it, and it's only it's under $10 cheaper. So meaning you still paying $40 to watch the pay per view. Can't do it. Can't. I got HBO. Can't do it. Can't. I'm still not gonna fork over it. Hell, I even do one better. I got HBO, and I literally watch AEW's Collision and Dynamite on HBO. I do. I watch it on there. Alright? Instead of watching it on my bots. Right? But nah, dog. Nah, no. If I'm not gonna pay $30 to watch the pay per view for the E, right? Why would I watch it? Why would I fuck over $40? Excuse me. Nah, it's not gonna happen. Won't happen here, folks. Nah, not on my watch. It won't. Nah, but and AEW has a good card too. They have a good card too. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat that they don't have a good card. Do I agree with Kyle Fletcher getting the main event push while he's the TNT champion? No. Because this could be anything. This could be Dom, which congratulations to Dom for winning the AAA GOAT. But this could be, let's say Dom didn't win. So let's say Dom didn't win the AAA GOAT, right? Because he did. He won it. So like what I'm about to say is gonna sound hypocritical, right? But let's say Don was just IC champion, right? And then he fought Seth for the world title, or he fought Cody for the WWE title, right? Don would lose. Even though there's been people like Seth who hold both belts before. He's held the United States title and the WWE title at the same time. Right? He has. Right? Right? So what I'm saying, some they're not gonna do that for everybody. Like I can name when Jay Lethal had the RH World title and he had the RH TV title at the same time. So there are times when they put both belts on people. Yes, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna let Kyle Fletcher beat Heyman and Adam Page for the belt. No, no. The only person who's gonna beat Heyman and Adam Page for that belt is MJF. MJF is the next champion. Alright? That's who's gonna be champion. Not anybody else in AEW. Alright? There's a reason why they did. Now, I don't agree with the stipulation of MJ gotta call his shot now. He can't just sign the contract and then have a match. You know, he gotta call his shot now. That's Tony Khan being petty right now. Right? So let's see. So let me get into NXT. Homecoming was last night. Good show. Real good show. I enjoyed it. I wish so it was a good show, right? But I'm gonna nitpick some stuff. So I wish NXT had more wrestlers that come back and they actually wrestle and not just have a moment. Now I know this takes away from the guys you got there, but you can sprinkle in matches with them too. Now, does this mean people are gonna go over? Like, okay, for instance, Rhea, Rhea and Valkyria and who and Stephanie Valkyria and Stephanie, they wrestled and they all made like they are a main roster of people. I wish we had more of that last night. I understand Bobby Roode can't wrestle. I understand that. I understand Bianca can't wrestle. Bianca can't wrestle because she's not clear yet. So I understand that. I understand Tiffany can't wrestle because she had she's in concussion protocol. That's why you had Lara there instead of Tiffany. Right? Because it was supposed to be Tiffany there instead. But I was Finn with the wrestle last night. I enjoyed what Finn did. I wish Damian Priest would have wrestled last night. I wish that would have happened. I wish we had more. Like, I wish we had NXT as a third brand. I really do. I really like Triple H has the power to make that happen now. Triple H has the power to make NXT black and gold. A, black and gold again, right? And B, make it a third brand. I really think we can get NXT to a level now that we can get it to a third brand and not make it because they don't even call it pay-per-views NXT pay-per-views anymore. They call it WWE pay-per-view. So we can actually make this a third brand again. Alright? And then you won't get the shift from Vince that is not. You can actually make NXT a third brand again. Because you already have a development thing and evolution or whatever it's called on Tubi. Right? You can shift that to that. Right? And then actually make NXT a third brand. Like you can. You can still have young talent being there. Yes. Alright, but then you don't have to shift everything. Alright, you can shift certain wrestlers to NXT. Right? Like you can shift them over there and make it a better brand. You can shift Tommaso and Gargano, The Miz. I wouldn't shift Carmelo Hayes over there again because of the fact that you want to push him on SmackDown or Raw first and get what you can out of him, right? So I wouldn't shift everything over there or shift the NXT people that we know over there. I wouldn't even keep Tricky over there. I do feel like sometimes you gotta elevate stars, so you gotta shift them to SmackDown or Raw. Yes, but a person like Orton, nah, I don't know about that. Penta, right? Even though the rumor was he didn't want to go to NXT, but you can shift Penta, you can shift Ray Phoenix. Even though I'm naming them, but they probably wouldn't do it. Alright, that's what happened with Andrade, which I'm talking about in a minute. Alright, but you can shift certain people over to NXT to make it a third brand. Alright, maybe the younger talent, but you can shift some stuff to make that work. But Homecoming was pretty good last night. I'm nitpicking on what I would do and stuff, and I got into a whole third brand stuff. But let me talk about Andrade. So Andrade left WWE for the second time. Now, it's iffy now. Okay? Where he can go. Now, let's talk about him going back to AEW. But if he goes back to AEW, right? He's still not going to get what he wants. Right? He's still not going to get the push he wants. Because what spoiled him in the first place is him getting pushed to NXT to the main event and winning the title, right? So then he always wanted to be top level, right? He always wanted to be top level, and he never got that. Even when Vince was in charge, and he asked Vince what did he have to do to be a main eventer, and Vince said learn English. Now, he tried, and he can speak English. It's not, but he still can't promo. Because when he goes to promo, you don't know what he's talking about sometimes. Alright, and B, he gets frustrated, and then he goes to English then. Alright? Has he gotten better? Yes. Is it good enough to be a main eventer? No. Not even a main eventer. Because he can be a main eventer. Alright? But his promo level skills for the E is not good enough for him to hold the belt. It's the reason why Sissy hasn't held a world title. It's the same reason. Alright? And when you with the E, you have to learn, you have to be able to speak something. Now, some of that's not true with the women because of the fact that Io has gotten over so much that she's champ. Not now. Alright? And then Stephanie. But Stephanie and Io are different because of the fact the English is actually pretty good. Alright? But Andrade, it's not people it's not like Damian Priest. Right? It's not like Ray. It's not like it's not even like Dragon Lee. Right? Or Penta. Right? They can talk, they can flip it. Right? And they can make it so that you can know what they're talking about. Right? What they want from Andrade is Damian Priest. But here's another thing. Andrade never got over with the fans like that. Nah, some of that. So when I was talking to Ryan about this, it was I didn't know all the information about what happened with Andrade. I just know he got released. So he felt the drug test, which hearing that nowadays from the not a drug, like a Wallace test, it's the same thing. But like hearing that he failed the test, what the fuck was he doing? What was he doing to fail a test? Alright, because nowadays it's hard to fail a test for the E. Now I don't know what that was. Maybe like he touched something for his body, and he failed the test. Alright, so there's that. And then he started no showing. Because they wanted him to do something for Triple A, and he said no. All right. Then they asked him did he want to do stuff for NXT, and he said no. All right. So anything that's not a main event level situation, he didn't want to do it. And he didn't want to do it. Even though if he went to NXT, he probably would have main evented. All right, and be in the main event picture. Alright, or if you get the Triple A stuff, right? Probably win the main event, but that's not what he want. So he started no showing stuff. Alright, so like them putting him on ice, it's his fault now. Because before I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that at all. I was saying that it was 50-50. It was their fault and his fault. And some of it said the E fault, but he doesn't have enough of a following for this to work out in his favor. He just doesn't. Yeah, he has one following. He has one following, alright, and that's the Spanish following, the Latin following. That's what he has, alright. I like him. I like Andrade. I think he's a great wrestler. I don't think he's better than Dragon Lee. I don't. I think he's better than Ray. At this point, he's better than Ray in the ring. I think he's better than. I think he's better than LA Knight. In the ring. I don't think he's better than Carmelo Hayes. I don't. But I wish him the best though. I wish him the best right now. But like it's gonna be hard to see where he goes now because he can't go to Triple A because it's WWE Triple A now. Like he can't go. I mean, he can go to TNA, like he could, and he can main event TNA and be a main event level guy, talent. He can even win the belt there, so they don't care about the promo situation. So there's that. All right. He can go by the AEW. What I'm hearing, but it doesn't mean that he's at the main event like he wants to, or get the push that he wants to. This is the problem here, right? Because so Tony Khan can give him all the money in the world, but it doesn't mean he's gonna push him like he wanted to be pushed. Look at Roosh. Roosh is over there in the ROH right now. Yeah, like you know how many times they've tried to push Roosh them to the next level and it hasn't worked out. Same problem. But I'm gonna end the show with that. Make sure you gotta like, subscribe, share. Make sure you gotta watch wrestling. Make sure you gotta watch EFBC, and make sure you gotta watch some New Breed. We should have some more stuff coming out in bundles pretty soon. This is a high. Listen, I got a new mic. Y'all can hear it. Thank you, Jody. But this is a high gun. God bless. Love you, y'all. I'm out.